Good day, dear students. You are welcome to our today's lecture on the course Translation Problems. The theme of our today's lecture is Aspects of Translation Process, a Model and its Types. Please write down the plan of our lecture. There are 3 points. First, the notion of a model. Second, the situational model. And the third, the semantic transformational model. The process of translation is carried out through a number of translators' activities. The first two main ones are understanding and verbalization. First, the translator understands the content of source text, that is, reduces the information the text contains to his own mental programs, and then he develops this program into target text. The problem is that these mental processes are not directly observable, and we do not know much of what the program is and how the reduction and development operations are performed. That is why the translation process has to be described in some indirect way. The translation theory achieves this aim by postulating a number of translation models. The notion of a model. A model is a conventional representation of the training process describing mental operations by which the source text or some part of it may be translated. A model may describe the translating process either in a general form or by listing a number of specific operations, that is, transformations, through which the process can be realized. Translation models can be oriented either towards the situation reflected in source text content or towards meaningful components of the source text contents. There are two types of a model: situational and semantic transformational. The existing models of the translating process are based on the same assumptions which were considered in discussing the problem of equivalence. The situational or referential model is based on the identification of the situation described in the original and in the translation. The semantic and transformational models postulate the similarity of basic notions and nuclear structures in different languages. These postulates are supposed to explain the dynamic aspects of translation. Situational model. The translator makes a mental travel from the original to some interlingual level of equivalence, and then further on to the text of translation. In the situational model, this intermediate level is extralinguistic. It is the described reality, the facts of life that are represented by the verbal description. The process of translation presumably consists in the translators getting beyond the original text to the actual situation described in it. This is the first step of the process, that is, the breakthrough to the situation. The second step is for the translator to describe this situation in target language. Thus, the process goes from the text in one language through the extra-linguistic situation to the text in the other language. The translator first understands what the original is about and then says the same thing in target language. In this scheme, you can see the process of translation, which is called extra-linguistic situation. The translator first understands what the original is about and then says the same thing in target language. For example, the table is on the wall. Сабақ кестесі қабырғаға ілінген. Manson walked quickly down the platform, searching eagerly for some signs of welcome. The situational model is used in the following cases. In translation of equivalent lacking words. Second, when the choice of variant is determined by the situation. Third, when the translation of the original is impossible without clearing out the aspects of the described situation, which are not found in the meaning of the units used in a statement. The transformational model postulates that in any two languages there is a number of nuclear structures which are fully equivalent to each other. Each language has an area of equivalence in respect to the other languages. Transformational strokes. First, the stage of analysis. The translator transforms the original structures into the nuclear structures. That is, he performs transformations within source language. Second, the stage of translation proper. He replaces the source language nuclear structures with the equivalent target language nuclear structures. The third, the stage of synthesis. He develops the latter into the terminological structures in the text of translation. For example, John is the proud owner of a new car. He is a poor sleeper. Now, dear students, you are given control questions. Please study carefully our lecture and then answer these questions. So first, speak on the notion of a model. Second, speak on the situational model. Third, describe semantic transformational model. Next, you are given references and supplementary literature which will be necessary for you during your preparation for your seminar lessons. Thank you for your attention.